I'm Shiny. Today I'm going to explain on the topic law of conservation of momentum. What is meant by momentum? Last class we already discussed momentum means it is the product of mass and velocity. Then what is meant by law of conservation of momentum? That means this law states that if no external force is acting on an object, the total linear momentum is conserved. That means one object is at rest. This is one object, consider an object is at rest. Okay, then we know that this mass is that m, then velocity that is 0. Then momentum means p is equal to 0. That means initial momentum also, final momentum also 0. That means initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Initial momentum is equal to final momentum. If no external force is acting, we are not applying any external force. It's not moving. Then velocity is equal to 0. If no external force is acting, the total linear momentum is conserved. Conserved means that is constant. Then proof based on this third law. Otherwise, no proof on this law of conservation of momentum. Consider two bodies A and B of masses m1 and m2 moving with velocity u1 and u2. Moving with initial velocity u1 and u2. After some time what happened? This is two objects. Mass is m1 and m2. Then initial velocity is u1 u2. After some time it is moving in a straight line. After some time it is colliding to each other. Then again what happened? It is collide and moving again in straight line. That mass is same. It cannot change mass. m1. Second object mass is m2. When velocity is changing, speed increases. Then we can say that it is a final velocity, that is v1 and v2. Then we can calculate first initial momentum of a body. Initial momentum of body or object. Initial momentum of a body A is equal to which equation? Momentum means mass into velocity. Then which object? A. Mass is m1, velocity is u. Then we can write initial momentum of a body. Which body? Second one is that is B. Then we can write that equation is m2 u2. Here is second object, mass is m2, velocity is u2. Similarly, we can write that is final momentum of body. Final momentum of object A. Final momentum of object. Which one? First is that is A. Then mass is m1. Then velocity is that is v1. m1 v1. Then similarly we can write second case also. Final momentum of object B. Then which equation we will get? B. Final momentum of object B. Then m2 v. Here is mass m2. Here velocity is v. Then we can calculate this rate of change of momentum in A. Rate of change of momentum. That means Newton's second law we have seen already. Rate of applied force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. Then we can write that is F1 in first case. That means object A case we can consider. Then object A case we know that initial momentum of body, initial momentum m1 u1. Then final momentum of body A is equal to m2 m1 v1. Then here is change in momentum, rate of change of momentum in A. Then we can write F1 is equal to m1 v1 minus m1 u1. Here this case is m1 v1. This case is m1 u1. Then this is minor. Rate of change of momentum. That means force is directly proportional to rate of change. In that case we are written m into v minus u divided by time. That means v minus u by t means acceleration. That only force, mass into acceleration. Then divided by t. Then from this equation we can write here which term is common. That is m1. M1 we can take outside. v1 minus u1 divided by t. That is acceleration. Then second case, rate of change of momentum in b. Rate of change of momentum in b. Then we can write that is of which one? F2. Second case. First case which one? Here is m2 u2. Here is m2 v2. Then we can write m2 v2 minus m2 u2 divided by t. Then similarly which term is common? That is m2. m2 into v2 minus u2 divided by t. Then we can apply that Newton's second law and Newton's third law. Newton's third law, every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Then we can write F1 is equal to minus F2. Every action there is equal and opposite minus, equal and opposite reaction. Then we can substitute this. M1 into V1 minus U1 divided by T is equal to minus of M2 into V2 minus U2 divided by T. Both sides is T is common, we can cancel. Then we can multiply. We can multiply this. That is, this side it is M1 V1 then minus M1 U1. This is equal to minus of M2 which one? V2. Then here minus into minus, that is plus M2 U2. Then we can write this. Here is M2 U2. This we can take this side, this we can take this side. That means M1 V1 plus this minus, it will come left side. Then minus left side means plus M2 V2 is equal to here already M2 U2. This we can take this side M1 U1 plus M2 U2. That means this means initial momentum, total initial momentum of the body. That means here M1 U1 plus M2 U2 before collision. Then here is M1 V1 plus M2 V2. M1 V1 plus M2 V2. That is final momentum of the body after collision. Then from this expression we can prove it before collision is equal to after collision. Before collision is equal to after collision. Then let me conclude my words. Law of conservation of momentum. If no external force is acting, the momentum is conserved. The momentum is constant. That means in this case, before collision is equal to after collision. Thank you. Tomorrow we will discuss on the topic gravitation.